All right, not incredibly windy. It is, as the wind picks up a little. Change of plans. I was supposed to be here 2 nights, calling it audible, only gonna be here 1 night. So I gotta stop once on the road, tell you the change of plans and why. Gotta stop another time and tell you of the 5 Illinois rooms, which was my favorite and why. So we're gonna get out of here. Breakfast slices still available this late in the day. It is like Christmas. Okay, from the Williamsburg outlets in Williamsburg, Iowa, on my way to Council Bluffs, Iowa. That's where the poker is, at least. Yeah, change of plans. So after Rockford, Illinois, my plan was, it's like every day is the windiest and sunniest day of all time. I don't remember days like this before I started making videos, but after Illinois, well, my plan was to stay in Rockford for 2 nights. The first night, drive-in. So I checked out of my room in Joliet, Illinois. I played at Grand Victoria, and then I played at the Hard Rock in Rockford, and then I got to my room in Rockford. That was the first night in Rockford. I'm going to be saying Rockford a lot. The plan the next day was to just drive the 90 miles northeast to Milwaukee, play in Potawatomi again. Haven't played there in over 10 years. And then just drive the 90 miles back and spend a second night in my room in Rockford. Interesting, although tangential to this story, as I was going to sleep last night, I was watching a Beard Meets Food video, and he did a challenge in Rockford. It was at a bowling alley. It was like a huge pork cutlet sandwich, which basically became just, can you eat all the fries? We're gonna jump onto this tray, but he finished it. Anyway, decided not to. I would like to play Potawatomi. I was actually looking forward to that a lot when I was planning this trip, but I don't know. It's like the exact opposite direction of where I was going next, and I was wondering how great the games would be like early on a Wednesday. So decided not to drive 90 minutes there, play for a few hours, drive 90 minutes back. At one point I thought, well, maybe I'll drive there in the morning, play, and then just drive to Council Bluffs. Not spend the second night in Rockford, but get in a session at Potawatomi. And that's just like so far out of the way. That's like a 7-hour detour. 7 hours later, I just wind up back exactly where I started in Rockford. So decided to just bag it. So I'm heading to Council Bluffs, and it's still on my list. I still want to play Potawatomi at some point, but it'll probably, yeah, it's tough because it's not near anything. I mean, I was pretty close and still didn't feel like driving there. So it'll probably be a flight. Maybe if this year's like last year and for like the entire month of September, I'm playing in Council Bluffs, maybe I take a flight from Omaha to Milwaukee, play for the day, fly back, something like that. So since I had the clip already planned, my map clip from Rockford to Milwaukee, I will show you that clip even though I'm not going there, because some people have been enjoying the map sections of these videos. And then I'm going to keep driving, and I probably have one more scene in this video because I want to kind of give a rundown of sorts of the 5 Illinois rooms I played, and then you will get a second map in this video, because once I eventually get to my destination, I will show you the Rockford to Council Bluffs map, which also filmed way in advance, but I'm actually making that drive, so that one will be fitting. Okay, another leg of the trip in a sense, I guess. So here's the map again, the lower 48 states, ultimately starting in New York on this road trip, ultimately ending in Vegas, but focusing on here, northern Illinois and like southern and eastern Wisconsin. This is the drive, although it's both ways. So the day I play in Milwaukee, and if the tense is off, I'm filming this little segment with the maps before I actually make this part of the trip. So the day I play in Milwaukee, I will be waking up in Rockford, and I will be going to sleep in Rockford. So just driving the 90 miles or so to the casino in Milwaukee, Potawatomi, city, Milwaukee, state, Wisconsin. And after I play, going to drive back and use the same room I'm using in Rockford, Illinois. And if you want to look on the map right there, you see in the, you know, a little west of Milwaukee, Madison. I used to live in Madison, Wisconsin. So that was the drive when I lived there. Madison on Interstate 94 to Milwaukee. And yeah, it's about 80 miles. And I made that drive quite a lot. I think the most I ever made it in a week. I think I made it the drive 4 times round trip in one 7-day period once while I was trying to get a lot of hours in during grad school. All right, made it. Horseshoe Council Bluffs. Spent a lot of time in Council Bluffs. I am back here. Oh, I wanted to tell you, the Illinois rooms. So let's make some room over here. The Illinois rooms, tiny samples, like I said, one session each, but based on my experience, here's the order. I enjoyed the Hard Rock in Rockford the most. That game was amazing. A lot of raised multi-way flops, a lot of fun conversations at the table. Not a big room, 6 tables, but I enjoyed that the most. Second, I would say Wind Creek in East Hazel Crest. Also new. Those 2 rooms are new. Yeah, you can tell by how shiny and bright and the colors and the giant ceilings and how crisp the chips are. That's the easiest thing that gives it away at the poker table. Those 2 rooms are new. I didn't know that before I went there, but those 2 were my favorite. Third and fourth are close. Third, I would say Rivers, because of how packed it was early on a Monday. 12 tables at like 1 p.m. on a Monday. That's a lot. I will say I was very impressed though with Grand Victoria, which is coming in at 4th, because I didn't expect that much going on early on a Tuesday. I also didn't expect the game to be that good. That table that I played was from like about 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. That was better than a lot of like 6 p.m. tables I play in Vegas. So I can only imagine how good it is like Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. And I imagine much busier also. And 5th is the Hollywood in Aurora. Not much was really going on in there. I hear, is it moving or it's gonna like shut down? I heard something like that. I don't remember the exact details, but yeah, it was kind of like quiet, and it was also really annoying to park and then walk like really far. Had to like cross a river to get there. The garage is on one side of a river and the casino is on the other, and I don't know, there could be like 2 amazing games on like a Friday evening. I have no idea, but just the look of it, the sound of it, the atmosphere, didn't love what was going on in Aurora. But anyway, there's my breakdown of the 5 Illinois rooms. 5 Illinois rooms. I want to add, man, they were all like an hour from each other. From Elgin to Rockford, that was like an hour. On Monday from Des Plaines to Aurora, that was like an hour. From Aurora to East Hazel Crest, that was like an hour. I wish they were a little closer. Like the Horseshoe Baltimore and Maryland Live, they're 10 miles apart. Not difficult to drive from one to the other if one is boring. Borgata and Harrah's in Atlantic City, you walk from one to the other. There are some places where they're not ridiculous. I played Harrah's North Kansas City and the Hollywood Kansas Speedway, which are both in Kansas City, although in different states. The Harrah's is in Missouri, the Speedway is in Kansas. Those aren't too far from each other, but like an hour is a little much to play like 2 rooms on the same day. If I were ever back in town, probably, I actually wonder how close Rivers in Des Plaines and Grand Victoria and Elgin are, because I did not play those 2 on the same day, so I never looked the distance from one to the other. I have a feeling they might be pretty close. I'd probably stay fairly close to Rockford since I like that one the most. And if I was there for like 2 weeks, you know, once or twice go play Rivers, or once or twice go play Grand Victoria in Elgin. But enjoyed my time in Illinois, except for the tolls, which were insane. So now I am here in Council Bluffs. This is a longer stop, so I'm gonna go in right now. Probably not play today, but I do want to check out the Laurel Lounge. I only have a few days left, being Diamond Plus before my status goes down. So I want to see if there's anything great on the menu for the next like 3 days. And I have a lot of Illinois footage, have a lot of notes, have a lot of pictures. Want to get all that cleaned up, get the videos made, and get back to the, check into the room, and then get all that done. And another map, 2 maps in 1 video. So the Rockford to Milwaukee, I didn't actually do it, but you saw it. Rockford, Illinois to Council Bluffs, Iowa. I just drove it, actually did it, actually experienced it. Here's that map, and that's going to close out the video. Okay, another leg of the road trip. Road trip started in New York and it will end in Vegas. This part of the map focusing on pretty much Iowa, starting slightly to the east of the state of Iowa, ending very slightly to the west of the state of Iowa, but that's the area in the purple box. Here is it zoomed in. So the word Rockford is kind of cut off on the right side of the screen, but that's the starting point for this leg of the trip. Got to get south a little bit, but then pretty much just driving west across the state of Iowa. Davenport is in Iowa, Iowa City, Des Moines, that's how you pronounce that. And I think when I plugged this in, I had to go to Council Bluffs. Although I usually stay in Omaha, which is like just a mile, 2 miles west. The border between Iowa and Nebraska is the Missouri River. And east of the river is Council Bluffs, where the casino is, and west of the river is Omaha, Nebraska, where Creighton campus is, where the College World Series, the final games are played, and there's just a much bigger population in Omaha, so way more Airbnb options in Omaha. I usually stay in Omaha. And remember, rice is a spoon food.